More on the humanitarian toll this is having on Syrians. Joining me from Doha is Fadel Abdul Ghany. He is the chairman and founder of the Syrian Network for Human Rights. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. Now, there are thousands of people displaced and fleeing towards Turkey's border at this moment. Give us an idea of the state they're in and the hardship that they have to go through after leaving their homes.
This is the worst humanitarian crisis facing the Syrian population since the beginning of the uprising due to several factors actually. First of all, the scale of the ITP people. Past 3 days only 180,000 being displaced again. Why this continuous displacement? Due to the continuous attack actually. And this continuous attack is mainly by the Russian folks of airplanes. The Russian is consisting folks of airplanes hitting hardly the civilians population that lead to this massive ITP movement. And why the people is also displaced and terrifying. Why no one is staying? 95% from the people is displaced people for like more safe zone because they are terrifying. And today we have a story that one man trying to suffocate himself in Idlib because he might be unable to flee and to join to his colleague before to join to the displaced people, because what is waiting those people if Assad and the Iranian militia and those troops seizing the land is more horrific than actually killing or hanging himself. He is afraid about his wife. And also the people is facing a minus 8 degree freezing weathers at those days in Syria. That's mean to further death of cold actually. And we issued a report in the Syrian Network for Human Rights talking about this disaster situation, which is out of the capacity of the local organization. Mm-hmm. Even if the aid from the Turkish organization is engaged, plus the OCHA, this is like it should be alarm. And this alarm should lead to the ceasefire, to truth. Because of the weather situation until this movement is settled. And that's not taking in consideration at all. The attack is still going on, and we expecting Assad and the Iranian
Fadel,
troops to seize more land that will lead for further ITP.
Fadel, can you just tell me what's being done at the moment, whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically? What's being done for these people at the moment?
Actually, what is done is less than 20%. What is done on the ground, that those people is trying to buy by their own money just a tent. And the tent is very rare actually and is very expensive. Let me tell you that it's expense about $500, which is $500,000 Syrian pounds, which is a very expensive amount for the ITP person who is left everything on behind. And then those people is trying to formulate a camp. And so that we have hundreds of camps, above than maybe 1,200 ITP camps on the Turkish-Syria border. What is facing those? Lack of food, lack of medicine. Actually, the story of Iman Layla make me cry several times because her father tried to move her to a hospital or a medical facility center. The space was very far, so she died due to the cold. The Russian air forces and the regime, at the first stage, they're targeting the medical facilities, and we'll have a report about this actually attack. So this is a strategy itself, because when you're targeting the hospitals and the medical facilities, the people will be terrifying that when they injured or they get sick, there is no place to be there. regarding the what you asking about their physiology or sociology, this we don't have this luxury actually to talk how those people is feeling, because the attacks and the movement and the disaster is still going on. Actually, it's still not recovered, and the main basic issues about waters, about medical facilities is not exist actually.
Okay, thank you for that. That's Fadel Abdul Ghany joining us on the humanitarian toll in Syria.